Hello, 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 and welcome everybody to our YouTube live here on the Charlotte Tilbury official YouTube. My name is Rasheena Green, and I'm super excited to have you all here for a Halloween masterclass. I'm going to wait for everybody to trickle on in, and we're going to go ahead and get started in just a few seconds here. This class is all about Halloween makeup magic, how to get a bewitching beauty look. So super excited to have you all join. I am broadcasting live from sunny Southern California. So I would love to know in the chat where you all are joining from. Go ahead and type in there. I feel like some of you already know the drill. Hello in Florida and Italy and France. So excited to have you all here. I'm super excited that you're going to love to watch this because I'm super excited to show you the Halloween look we're going to do today. Again, my name is Rasheena Green, and I'm the Education Content Manager for Charlotte Tilbury, based out of North America. I'm in Southern California and San Diego, and I see I have some friends in Pennsylvania. Hello and welcome everybody in the UK, Paris, Berlin, Scotland. Oh my goodness, everybody from everywhere. Spain, hello, Branson. Hello, Germany. Oh my goodness, everywhere. Ireland, Illinois, everybody. All right, so we have a lot to do today, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, we're creating an amazing Halloween look using all Charlotte Tilbury products, and I actually probably need a little bit of your help. So I find that during Halloween, some people really like to be, sort of channel their inner feline. So this year, I am going to create a gorgeous cat look, but it's going to either be a tiger look or we're going to do a leopard look. And so towards the end of this class, when I start to create either stripes or spots, I will need you to help me pick which one I should do, or maybe we're going to do both. One side leopard, one side tiger, but otherwise the makeup itself will be the same. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start off with Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow Bronzer. Just so you know, I've already prepped my skin with Charlotte's award-winning skincare, and I also have the Beautiful Skin Foundation and Concealer. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So I love this bronzer. As you can see, it's a cream bronzer and mine is almost gone. I have a huge belly button in the middle here, but I love this because super easy to use. I'm actually using the Beautiful Skin bronzing brush. It's a little kabuki, and this is going to create basically a little warmth on my skin. I want to give myself a very feline look, and that's going to mostly be in the eye area, but I also want to create contrast of dark and light on my skin. So I'm going to be using bronzing shade number 2 in the Beautiful Skin bronzer, and this is just going to add warmth to my cheeks. I also, by the way, how could I forget? This class is for all of you. It's a super shoppable event. I have my partner in crime, Richard, who's going to be in the chat as Charlotte Tilbury Beauty. He's going to be adding links to these products. So if you are loving what you're seeing, you'll be able to click those products. It'll open Charlotte Tilbury's website and you can shop live right now. Or if you're watching the recording of this, you'll be able to also see those links and shop later as well. So I'm just applying, again, the Beautiful Skin bronzer along my cheek area, forehead, and also along the neck and jaw. So this is just giving me some warmth around the face so I don't look just like super flat or like an egg, I like to say. And then I'm going to go in with my blender brush, my little tiny eyeshadow blender brush, and I'm going to dip in there as well. And I like to just kind of give myself a little warmth and a little contour around the nose. Normally, we would make this super soft and subtle, but I think for the look today, we're going to make it a little bit more dramatic. Let's discover together. Charlotte always says go down the side of the nose, make a U-turn right here at the tip, and then go up the other side of the nose. So I'm going to, again, create more of like a feline looking face, but we want contour and highlight to stand out a little bit more than normal. So we'll get back to this area in just a little bit. Hello, everybody. Oh, some friends in Canada, Toronto, Australia. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Oh, Carol, you're so sweet. Shouting out Richard. All right. So now that I have a little bit of bronzer, I kind of want to make the highlight pop a little bit. And so I'm going to go in with Charlotte's Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish. And it comes in a full size or a travel size. I'm using the travel size for today. Richard is going to be linking the full size one for you. It comes in 2 different shades. We have this really nice fair medium. It's just a white highlight one. And we also have a banana one as well. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to be using my blender brush. And I actually love on a regular basis to apply this under my eye to set my concealer, but also just to add a bit of highlight on the high planes of my face. And you'll see this start to really take shape and stand out a little bit more as we continue on with the rest of our products. So you can apply this. I'm using a very tiny brush because I want to get all the details under my eye, but you could also use a bigger brush as well, like our powder and sculpt brush. All right, we're going to get to the main event, which I feel like is the eyes, in just a moment here. I'm just packing this on high planes of the face, so above the cheekbone. I like to do a little bit down the center, and then also right in the center of the forehead, chin. I like a little bit more on the nose. You can use your finger if you want to. Okay, so the face is taking shape. Now let's jump into the eyes. So I'm going to be using my favorite palette for a regular basis, but also for this look. This is our Super Nudes Easy Eye palette. As you can see, I've kind of worn into the warm tones, but we also have the cool tones as well. So for today's look, because I'm going to be a tiger, and tigers are kind of striped orange and black, or a leopard, which is also kind of like those tan, orangey, autumnal shades, I'm going to sort of stick to this side right here. So the 2 brushes that I'm going to be using are a blender and a smudger from Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm going to start really with the lightest shade. And anytime you're doing makeup, it's really best to kind of build from the lightest to the darkest. So I want to create a feline sort of shape by going into the crease of the eye and going outwards. But I'm not bringing it all the way to the end. I'm kind of starting to wing it out about right here. So I'm using shade number 1. And this is sort of a soft tan shade, and I'm blending into the crease of the eye and outwards. Don't worry if you tend to go a little bit lower. You could always clean it up with a little magic cream on a cotton bud. So I'm getting just a soft sort of carve of the eye. I'm going to actually do this full eye because I want you guys to kind of see how much bigger this makes your eye look. And then I'm going to dip it into the second shade, which is a little bit darker. And I'm carving this right in. Again, this is adding that intensity. And then I'm winging it out just like so. So back and forth, sort of like a rainbow. And right when you get to the edge, and you can go a little bit high too if you want to, if you have a lot of real estate here and your eye can take a lot of color, feel free to go a little bit higher. But into the crease, and you're whipping on out. And again, this is the Super Nudes palette. Just like so. If you want to get a little bit more detail, you can go in with the smudger brush. And I'm going into the third darkest shade, and you can literally create sort of a cut crease. You know how that's sort of a popular trend you can see online. This is not going to be super carved out like you see on a lot of those tutorials, but we're going to give it a little bit of a crisp edge there. So what you do to the top, you should do to the bottom. I'm going to grab that tan shade again, that lighter one. I feel like I have to look into a mirror. Hang on. Oh, I'll just use this mirror. Chin down, and I'm kind of lining the bottom of my eye using that tan shade. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of that darker shade. There we go. So I'm going to use the white here with my finger, and I'm going to tap this along my lid. You could also use a brush if you want to, but I just feel like you get a lot more intensity when you use your finger. So you get that contrast of light and dark. Now what I'm going to do to get a little bit of this kind of like whip out in the corner is I'm going to use my smudger brush, and I'm going to carve out that edge really nicely. So look at how easy this was. Like, I'm not one to really do a cut crease on a daily basis. So you can absolutely follow this sort of pattern here to create that effect of the larger eye. Okay, so let me go ahead and repeat quickly those steps on the other side. Again, I'm going to dip it into this tan shade, rainbow, windshield wiper back and forth into the crease. The liner is really what makes this eye. And again, for a tiger look or a leopard look, or let's say you're just like a black cat or any kind of cat, this look for the eyes is very Charlotte because she's known for her feline flick and kind of giving you that youth boosting eye shape. So you can even see like how much bigger this eye looks with the illusion of the light color with the dark color versus this eye that looks very small still naturally. All right, so back and forth, and then I'm whipping it up and out. Back and forth, back and forth. Always put your chin up when you're doing your eyeshadow. A lot of people tend to like try to close their eye and make it happen. Best to keep your eye open. Now I'm dipping it into the second shade here. And I'm just carving it out a little bit more. And I'm whipping it out to the corner. So there we go. And don't worry about it being super perfect because you're just layering anyways. And once you get in with the dark, that's where it's going to really give you that definition that you're wanting. Sometimes I go a little too high. Don't worry, you can add white there. So back and forth, as much depth as you want. And you can make this definitely go as dark as you need to. But for now, we're going to stick to that. Okay, so now I'm going in again with the smudger brush and that darker shade. And I'm just carving it out. And you can see how instantly it just gives it. Look at that. It looks very feline. Actually, I kind of like this side better than this side. Let's make it a little longer. So I'm just carving this out, giving myself that cut crease, giving me that length. So this is actually going past my brow, which this one didn't do too much. So let me do that here. Past the brow. Yeah, I think I like that better. All right, so once we're done with the shadow, which we're wrapping up here momentarily, we'll do some liner. But first, let's do a little bit on the bottom. And it's always important to do a little bit of shadow on the bottom. Sometimes people don't, but it makes it a little bit more balanced for sure. So here's the light, and here's the medium. We'll wait on the dark for now. Okay, so using the white with my finger, applying to the lid like so to give you that contrast of light and dark. Then going in with my smudger brush and the white. It's not really white, it's kind of a beige, just to really clean up that edge and give it some elongation like so. And if you don't have this Super Nudes palette, get your hands on it because this is truly like my everyday palette. So now we're going to jump into the eyeliner, which is really what's going to create that feline eye. I'm using two liners today. So we have the Exaggerized Duo Liner, which comes with a black and a shimmery champagne. And then we're going to be using, so I'm going to use the black from this pencil. Then we're going to be using the Super Nudes Duo Liner, which I'm going to be using the matte beige. And it comes with a brown. The brown is nice, but I do want my liner to be really dark, so that's why I'm using Exaggerize first. Okay. How are we doing in the chat? Are we liking this so far? This is like a quick and easy. Let's say you have to go to a Halloween party and you have 30 minutes. I really only have 30 minutes. 15 minutes left to create this look, so stay with me, folks. All right, so now that we have our eyeshadow on, we want to create that feline flick that Charlotte is known for, but we really want to make it like extra feline. So I am going to keep my eye open, draw an invisible line from the lower lash, and kind of create a little dot. So that's where I know the angle is that I want to go. And I always say when you're creating a wing liner, always look down into your mirror so that this way you don't have to close your eyes. Same as the shadow application. All right. So normally I just stick to doing the outside corner. If you've watched my master classes, I have a hooded eye, so I don't usually typically line all the way in. But for today's class, we're going to do it. And I actually am going to close my eye because I find that it's a little bit tighter when I do for the inside. And I'm going to go all the way in to the inside corner. And I want this to be a little bit straighter. Okay, so some of this I'm going to have to do like in the camera. So you can also tight line your eye by lifting your eye up like so and coloring this like part of your eye on the inside of the lashes. This really actually makes such a difference in the intensity of your liner, as you can see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this in the inside corner as well. I'm going to turn my head so that it's pulled a little bit tighter. Sorry if I get a little cross-eyed, guys. This is just the cards I've been dealt. So I'm creating that little corner inside, and I'm connecting it to the bottom now. So here's where you want to be careful that you don't put the black inside the waterline. The black should be sitting on the outside of the waterline because we're going to put that beige in the inside. So here on the bottom, you do not have to make it all the way to the lash line. You can almost make it just a little bit lower. This is very much inspired by, like, Sophia Loren used to do her liner like this to make her eyes look super big and super feline. Let's also give this a little bit more length. It's important that your liner is sharpened. Mine is getting a little bit duller, but I know this looks kind of nuts. Wait until we put a little bit of shadow. I'm going to hold off on doing this side for a second. I'm going to go back to my Super Nudes palette. And you know how we have this black here? I'm going to go in and I'm going to just put a little bit of this black eyeshadow right along the bottom to kind of diffuse this line so it's a little bit softer. And I'm going to get the inside corner here as well, like so. Okay, so now before I do this eye, how are we liking this? Hello, hello everybody for Hello in Ireland. Oh, you're welcome. I was using the Exaggerized Duo Liner, and now I'm going to the Super Nudes Duo Liner, and I'm going to use the beige part of this into the waterline of my eye. So I'm just going to now pull down my eye, and I'm going to put it right on the inside here. And what's great, you guys, is I have super sensitive eyes. I am a contact wearer, and I love that this pencil stays in my waterline all day. It's not going to smudge. It's not going to come off. And most importantly, it's not going to irritate my eye like a lot of pencils sometimes do, for me at least. So look at how much bigger this eye looks. I know sometimes my eye is like moving everywhere. So it's giving me very much a feline look. I'm going to quickly try to repeat that on the other eye. Let's go ahead and sharpen because you don't want a dull liner. Like, look at this dull liner. This is normally quite big, this pencil, but I use it all the time, so she's well loved. But are we loving how this cat eye is looking? Let me know in the chat. While you're doing that, I'm going to recreate. Here's my bad eye, you guys. First of all, I have like the worst vision in this eye. So we are going to try to recreate a miracle here together. No judgment. I'm going to try to make twins. If they're sisters, that's totally fine as well. What we don't want are like cousins twice removed, you know? All right, so we have the angle, looks close enough for what we're going for. And we're going to tiptoe to the corner. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you could see what I see, because I certainly can't see anything right now. I'm going to keep the eye open. And I'm going to tiptoe to this inside corner. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, how did I do this? Because my vision is not great. Doing that little inside corner triangle. And let me tell you, sometimes people have a little fold here. I kind of do too. It's just, you know, everybody's a little bit different. Just go over the fold. It's totally fine. And now I'm putting the black below the lash line. Oops, I forgot to leave a gap. No biggie. And then don't forget to my eyes are everywhere, you guys. It's like a ping pong machine. You're going to see this eye, this way, this way, this way. My dad always says I had beautiful blue eyes because one eye blew this way and one eye blew that way. Not everybody loves that story, but I think it's funny. So I'm going to put this in my waterline as best as I can. Oh, look at it. Is she stabbing her eye? Almost. To be honest, I can't see much there, so we're not going to continue with that, but it's good enough. Going back to the other pencil with the matte beige. This one is the Super Nudes palette, or Super Nudes eyeliner, rather. Pull down your eye. This one goes in the waterline to kind of double the size of your eye. So again, some people, this is your look. Sometimes people wear this eye on a daily basis. No judgment. Listen, Sophia Loren did. She was like one of the most gorgeous actresses of all time. So now we have this cat eye. I can't forget to add a little bit of that shadow to the bottom. Let's see. Hello from Turkey. Hello. Kitty cat. Yes. Eyes look amazing. You can do it on yourself, Rachel. Just watch this YouTube over and over, step by step. I'm telling you, like all these little details you have to do. Don't be afraid to make mistakes because this is not permanent marker. You can have some makeup remover handy and just go in there and get in there. You know what I mean? Okay. So I kind of want to do a little bit more drama on the eyes. So I'm going to dip a little bit of the black and I kind of want to add just like a little bit more carve out right here. That's cute, right? Just like a little pinch. If you guys have ever painted or have you ever done paint nights, it's all about layering. So I'm not doing anything, revolutionary here. It's just starting with the lightest colors really and then building them. Okay, so we don't have a ton of time. Let's get into, I feel like feline, it's always like really brushed up eyebrows. Let me use my little, you can get like a spoolie, have a spoolie handy from your eyebrow brush. I'm just using one that I have handy. And I'm going to go in with the black. Oh my goodness, you guys, this could go awry. Let's see. And I kind of want to give myself a little furry cat brow. Ooh, that looks kind of crazy. Let's get my smudger brush and let's soften it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe this one's a little aggressive. Let's soften that a little bit. And you can do this if you want to or not, or you can make it a much softer than I did. I think it's kind of cute. And I'm going in, this is the same pencil I just used to create my eyeliner. And to be honest, this is going to be the same pencil that I also use to create either my spots or my stripes. So let me actually ask you guys in the chat, let me know right now, should I do tiger stripes, leopard spots, or both? One on one side, one on the other. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to now do my nose, and I'm using that same pencil. And I'm just going to create a little black nose. Good thing I have a pencil sharpener. Oh my gosh, it's funny. You can totally see my pores, but we're going to go over this with a little shadow. So no judgment. Oh, I see both in the chat. What else? Does everybody want to see both? Both will be very quick too. All right, I'm just coloring the nose. I'm going to do my lips. Well, actually, I'm going to do a little blush, a little lips, and then we'll do the... Everybody says both. Okay, you guys are the boss. So I am going to just finish off the look, and then we'll do the stripes and leopard spots last. Okay, so now just so that this is not so spotty, I'm going to go in with the black in the Super Nudes palette, and I'm just going to tap this. This is also going to make this long wearing. So if you're, heavy into sweating like I am, this is not going to come off at your party. I actually wore this look to a Halloween event this year already, and it stayed on really well. Okay, so there's my nose. Let's do a quick lip. So the lip is going to be Iconic Nude, which is one of my favorites. It's like a soft brown caramel. And you could do a black lip. Like if you wanted to be like real full-on cat, you could do black lip if you want to. I want to be a little glam, so I'm going to do this Iconic Nude, and you can color your whole lip in. This is waterproof as well. I like to overdraw my lip a little bit. Okay, and I wanted to do just like a warmer tones. So that's Iconic Nude. Now I'm going to go in with the lipstick called Yes Honey. And this is our satin lipstick. It's kind of like a beigey nude. And then I'm going to blend this with the brown lip liner. So then you get this kind of like smoky eye nude lip, very bombshell, but I want a lot of shine. So I'm going to use Pillow Talk Collagen Lip Bath. And this has a little pink in it, so I like that it kind of neutralizes the sort of orangey peach tone you get from that lipstick. Okay, so there we go. Now for the cheekies, we're going to do blush. I know we're a cat, but like, come on. This is Charlotte's brand new Hollywood Blush and Glow Glide palette. Comes with a blush, comes with a highlighter, comes in 2 different shades. This is the medium deep. But look at that. Is that not like perfect coloring for what we're about to do? Hit the cheeks with this. Love this for daily use, to be honest, but it also just kind of works great for this look. So popping this on, I will show you guys the other color it comes in as well. But I love how just this gives me that similar sort of autumnal shades that I'm getting from the eye. Now I'm going to go in with the highlight here. And look at that gold. I just feel like, let's put it all over. Why not? So I've got this bronze. I've got this gold. She's like a jungle cat. Yes, I want to be standing out in the party for these. Okay, so now that we have the makeup on, we're going to do the spots. You guys said it. You want to see both of them. So on one side, I'm going to do Leopard. And on the other side, I'm going to do Tiger. So let's do Tiger first. So Tiger is really going to be, oops, let's go ahead and discard that. Just kind of stripes, like the forehead is going to be a little bit more on the sort of like V shape. So normally this would be like this, but we're only doing like 50-50 here. So there's no rhyme or reason. You can have a picture handy if you want to. Let me actually show you guys. Oh yeah, here we go. I also want to kind of do some stripes here. And you can change the thickness throughout, because again, tiger stripes are not fully straight. They're not fully, you know, like one size fits all or anything. So you can do a few different lines, some that are smaller, some that are a little bit bigger. Yeah, so no rhyme or reason. Let me actually show you what, if you were to do like a full face of a tiger look, this is really what it would look like that I did before. Oops. You guys can see this is what a final look looks like. So definitely you can create that full V shape if you want to, but for this class, we're going to do just one side. Let me go ahead and sharpen this. If you have another pencil that tends to work better, you can absolutely do that. I like just simplifying using my eyeliner. I don't want to have to buy multiple things at a Halloween shop. You know what I mean? This is long wearing, waterproof, so I really like that. I can use it for my eyes, or I could use it for my stripes. Let's finish this one off again. And now we're going to come back to this if we want to. Yeah, so here's a little bit of a tiger look. Now for the other side, if you want to do leopard, leopard spots are kind of like, they sort of look like that. And then you want to put like a little dot here. Maybe there's like a little piece right here. But you can put a few of these, some small, some big. Oh my goodness, it's hard to do this in the camera. So I'm going to do just a few of these. And of course, you do not have to paint your entire face with these little spots, but you can definitely do a few effective ones. So I have a lot of powder on my face right here. So you'll see that it starts to get a little dull looking. And the way you fix that is just wipe the tip of your pencil with a towel or a tissue. And then you'll get that intensity back, because sometimes your pencil will get like a little texture on it, a little powder from a shimmer. So there we go. Let's do, and it's always good to just kind of like frame the side of the face when I've seen people do this. It's super cute to just kind of do a little bit more around here. We're going to finish off with maybe a couple more. And then we're going to set with our Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray to make sure our look stays on all night and all day. 16-hour wear. All right, so let's not feel like I want to do like one more right over here. Oh my God, am I blocking? And maybe a couple little dots. Yeah, that's the vibe, y'all. Okay, so this is the look. This is how to create a bewitching look with Charlotte Tilbury products. We have created a tiger on one side, and we've created a leopard on the other side. Like I said, I'm going to lock it in with Charlotte's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray for all day wear. And then as a finishing touch, here we go. We got to get your, these are actually tiger ears, but we're a little tiger on this side and we're a little leopard on this side. So again, if you want a quick Halloween makeup this year using all Charlotte Tilbury products that you can actually use year round, go ahead and watch this YouTube tutorial to create, again, your leopard look or your tiger look. And I always like to end these with my top 3 must-have products. And so my number 1 is, of course, going to be Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette. This is my holy grail. I use it Halloween, all the holidays, every day of my life. This is hands down my favorite Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. Get your hands on this now. You have your warms and your cools. You can mix and choose and use whichever ones you want. I'm glad you guys like it. Number 2 is probably going to have to be honest, I use mostly the Hollywood Exaggerized Duo Liner. That's the one that comes with the black and the shimmer. I use this almost on a daily basis. I'm a contact wearer, sensitive eyes, so that's going to be my second must-have. And then my last must-have of the day is going to be Hollywood Blush and Glow Glide palette. This is the medium deep, but it comes in the pink version, which I said I would show you, so I'm not a liar. Let me show you that one. Boom, this one, and then this one. Oh, and then, so those are going to be my top 3. One thing I definitely forgot to do is put a little mascara on. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you guys to remember to click those links that Richard put in the chat. Shop now live on charlottetilbury.com or the app. And I believe we have a special, Richard. Did you share with them? I think we have a special going on today only for charlottetilbury.com. If you purchase, I believe it's like some discount. He'll tell you more about it on there. And then if you have any questions, feel free to follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Rasheena Green Artistry. There we go. You can see my name over here in the corner. I'm going to put a little bit of the mascara on the bottom. How could I forget? I was just so caught up in the eyeliner. But here we go. This is the final look. Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes for 24-hour vertical lift. We love it. This is your feline kitty cat look, whether you're a house cat, a leopard, a tiger, whatever kind of cat. This is the look for you. Quick and easy, a little eyeliner, a little eyeshadow, some blush and bronzer, and you guys are good to go. It's been such a pleasure chatting with all of you. Have a great rest of your day and follow me on Instagram. Thanks, everybody.